the Lord. This is Stephen L. Glover of Perfecting Word Deliverance Ministry. Don't you know? David said that mercy is like this. If God should mark iniquity, which one of us is unto him through whom they come. It is better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and he cast into the sea, than he should offend one of these little ones. Take heed to yourselves. If thy brother trespass against thee, rebuke him. And if he repent, forgive him. And if he trespass against thee 7 times in a day, and 7 times in a day turn again to thee, and say, I repent, again to thee, saying, I repent, thou shalt forgive him. One way the enemy keeps us down is keep us in an offended way. He keeps us in a state of being offended. Jesus said it's impossible to live without being offended. Now, here's how he do this. He do it through two main areas he worked in this area with us. Number one, he calls us to keep the offense hidden. That's very important that you get that. We keep the offense hidden. Then he what? He cloaked that offense or keep it hidden with what we call pride. You know the scripture says in Proverbs 16:18, pride go before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Pride would, number one, keep you from what? Admitting your true condition. Pride will keep us from admitting our true condition. When we know we need help, when we know we have wronged someone, when we know we're the one that's in the offended way, but we hide it. And it's killing us as a people. It's killing the church. It's killing our relationships in our home. It's killing good friendships. It's killing our relationship with God and his people. The enemy knows this. Pride causes us to view ourselves as a victim. Woe is me. Because you believe you was treated unjustly. So you hold back forgiveness. Through your heart condition is hidden from you, but it's not hidden from God. You can fool yourself all day long, and many of us are doing that. One thing I found out, that being mistreated does not give you the permission to hold on to an offense. If you jot down notes today, I want you to jot that down. Me being offended does not give me a right to do what? Because I feel like I've been mistreated, I got a right not to forgive you. That's not true. Let's go back to Luke 17 and look what Jesus said here. Jesus said, take heed to yourselves. If thy brother trespass against thee, rebuke him, and if he repent, well, do what? Forgive him. Now, Jesus said this. And then here's the thing that we fail to realize. It doesn't say whether he was in the wrong or you was in the wrong. He does say in this case, if your brother offends thee, guess what? You got to forgive him. Okay? Many people feel like because I've been treated wrong. Now, that Greek word for offense is the word scandalon. Scandalon. The same word we get our word scandal. A scandal was a part of a trap that a hunter would set up in order to trap his prey. And it's a main tool the devil used today against us. He sets the trap up. Now, offended people are divided in 2 categories. The first category, those who have truly been mistreated unjustly. That's the first set. That's the first set. The second category of people are those who believe they've been treated unjustly. You know, some people believe because you did not agree with them or you did not, you did something intentionally to hurt them when you were trying to help. Now, those people believe. Now, both of them are dangerous because they both do what? They both one is to draw the conclusion from what? Inaccurate information. The information is good, but their mindset is distorted. Let me say that again. There are two categories of offended people. Those who was truly offended or hurt, and then those who what? Believed they were offended. Now you question yourself, which one are you? But both of them are very dangerous. Either way, they hurt. But they are judged by three things. Number one, assumption. Assumption. One thing I learned about life, we don't know the difference between constructive criticism and destructive. And we assume a lot. That's why Paul told them to do what? To know no man by his what? Flesh. Know him by the Spirit. Know them by the Spirit. The Bible says if they had knew who Jesus was, they would have never crucified him. But they didn't know him by the Spirit. So we live, number one, the danger is we become what? We assume too much. We assume too much. Assumption. You don't like me. You like them better. That's because we do not understand how to treat one another. The second thing, we judge by what? Appearance. Appearance. A child goes to the parent and says, I want to go to the state fair. And the parents say no. They come back again and say, I want to go to the state fair, Mom or Dad. Parents say, no. You don't love me because you won't let me go to the state fair. Am I right? And you know what? Adults are like that too. It's not, it appears that I don't love you because I won't let you do what you want to do. But at this time, point blank, we can't afford to go to the state fair. It's a pandemic going on. So again, we go by appearance. Number three, and we go by hearsay. A lot of hearsay. Hearsay will get you in trouble. Gossip will get you in trouble. Go to John chapter number 8 to show you how this thing works. So we get offended. Offense is overtaking us because many of us today get offended about everything. Okay, begin at verse number 1. Watch this. Jesus went to the Mount of Olives.
And early in the morning he came again into the temple, and all the people came unto him, and he sat down and taught them.
Come on.
And the scribes and the Pharisees.
Now the scribes and the Pharisees were what? They were religious sects. Your scribes were your writers. Your Pharisees were your, what we call your religious leaders in the synagogue. And then there was another set that were called the Sadducees. Now, Jesus always had trouble with them. We're so sensitive now, if we turn the air up, you're trying to freeze me. It's hot in here. You ever notice that a lot of times? Ooh, you're trying to freeze me. Well, why are you sitting directly up under the vent? You know, I learned something about older women. Older women carry with them a what? They carry with them a shawl or sweater. When people go to the movies, the young lady may have a sweater or shawl because they get cool in the movies. You know? And if it's your husband, he'll put his arm around you to warm you up. Well, I ain't going to say his husband because some of us let anybody warm us up. But we get offended over everything. I come in the door, I don't see you. Oh, he ain't speaking to me. That's because Jesus prophesied about that. Matthew 24. Hold that. Hold my text here. So he always had a problem with the religious people. A young lady got offended at me one time because I was preaching. And sometimes I guess I better, as I get older, I get wise, but I need to put a filter on my mouth, you know. Not for the sake of watering it down, but sometimes, you know, you have people who haven't grown up yet. They've been in church all their life, but they ain't grown up. They're 95 years old, but they still ain't grown up. You see? Yeah. They find everything. You know, her dress offended me. I was in church, and there was a lady who was of our jail ministry, and she used to go to the little jail, to the halfway house and jailhouse and minister. So she asked me to go one day, and so I told her I would go that Sunday. Well, that Saturday we were at the church, and I was with the pastor cleaning up the church, and I had on some shorts. And so we were all standing outside. He was talking to them. I didn't like y'all. I don't talk where my pastor talks because I was young in the Lord. So, but they were talking to him. And so, but I noticed she kept looking at me. So that Sunday after church, we went and got a bite to eat. Then we met and went over because the place was right by my church. We met at the place, and she said, "Brother Steve, can I talk to you real fast?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "I just want to tell you offended me yesterday." And I'm thinking to myself, I ain't even said nothing yesterday. She said, "No, the hair on your legs." Because we was an organization, we were taught not to wear certain things. That, my pastor was kind of liberal. That's something he was doing with you. Because I was an organization where you couldn't wear no makeup. You had to wear long sleeves. And, it could be hot. And so she said the hair on my leg offended her. Well, I want you to know, probably about a year later, she was married. Yeah, she was old enough to be my mama, too. Yeah, see, I guess the outfit, I got to have somebody. Yeah. But anyway, people will offend you. Jesus, 24, verse 10 to 12, 10 through 12.
And then shall many be offended.
Then shall many be offended.
And shall betray one another.
And shall betray one another. That's where we're living at. Many going to be offended and betray one another. We're living there. We're in that era now. You can't say nothing. I was preaching one time and made a statement about a red bone. You know, that was some guys used to call a girl back then. Do you know this girl got offended? Met with me at the church and said, "I need to talk to you." I said, "Why?" She said, because you was talking about red bones, and I'm a red bone. Oh, my God. Now, that was in my early minutes. I said, now, we are so simple-minded. You mad because they did not get you and got offended to lead the song, and you can't carry a tool in a bucket. Why are you going to get offended? Because Jesus said, read that again. What did Jesus say? And many do what?
Shall be offended.
Many going to be offended. And shall betray one another.
And shall hate one
another. And watch this. Many going to be offended. Point one. Many. Go to John chapter 6. Hold that. It's chapter 6. Yeah. Many going to be offended. It's got to be chapter 6 when Jesus. Okay, start at 31.
Our fathers did eat manna in the gave them bread from heaven to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Then Jesus said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, Moses gave you not that bread from heaven, but my Father giveth you the true bread of heaven. For the bread of God is he which cometh down from heaven,
Mm-hmm.
and giveth life unto the world.
Yes.
Then said they unto him, Lord, evermore give us this bread.
See, now he just worked a miracle. He just fed 5,000 with boys and girls and women. The theologian says 25,000. Now, he explained to them, I am the bread of life. Huh? I'm the bread of life. Well, on down, he tells them they must eat of his flesh. So they think he's talking about cannibalism, so they book up. And we do the same in church today. And many shall be offended, and many shall betray one another. Betray one another. And many shall hate. Ain't this what we're going through right now? And many shall hate. See? Hatred's everywhere. We sang love in church. But we said, what happened to learn how to forgive people? No one in life is perfect. I think that's one of my areas I'm wrestling with right now, because you can help so many people in their stuff. And then we forget where we come from. Somebody had to be patient with you. Hello? Someone was patient with you when you first came to church. The divorce rate is so high among believers because we don't know how to practice forgiveness. We don't know how to practice forgiveness. Did we finish that? Yeah, many shall be betrayed. People hate. I never seen it on this level. People hate people so, oh my God. They hate you if you got on a blue dress. Very, very petty. Very petty. This is what they did to me. But you forgot what you did to other people. Haven't you? He let that slip. But what about the thing that I had let slip with you? Just so I can get you to a certain place. Colossians chapter 3. And I'm going to go back to John. Because I was talking about the scribes and the Pharisees. We get offended by everything. Everybody loves to talk about Miss Glover. We went to a church one time. My daughter was probably about between 3 and 4 years old. Probably a little older than that, about 5. Let's say to be about 3 or 4, because she used to love to sit in my wife used to hold her when we go to church and sit her on my. So anyway, we go to this church, and the name of the church was Solomon's Temple. It was in Savannah, Georgia, and some of our co-workers went there, so they invited us. We'd go to church. So anyway, they find out, number one, that I'm a preacher. Because I didn't tell people. I didn't do like y'all. I would go to people's churches, passing out cards and trying to get preaching engagements and let somebody know I could sing and let somebody know I ran the camera at Refuge, let them know that I was the pastor's armor bearer. You know, we got a list, I got my prophetic license. I'm a licensed prophet, you know. I'm just saying this is what we do in church. And what we do in church, we don't go for Jesus no more. We give our credentials. We don't give Jesus credentials. So anyway, they found out that, so we go to church one Sunday, and I always bought my wife clothes. I always bought my wife clothes. I knew where she dressed. I liked to see her looking good, and that was just, you know. And so anyway, I had bought her this dress from the job, and she was sitting in the back once we went there. So the mother of the church sent word to have her to come up front. And so she said, because your husband a preacher. And the pastor asked me to come to the pulpit, so I went to the pulpit. I didn't want to sit in the pulpit. I really wanted to sit with my family. Okay? But out of respect and out of honor and out of my calling, I did it. So my wife comes up front and sits, and my daughter is in her lap. And so the mother looks on the side, because the woman, the way the pulpit was made, the pulpit is long like this, but they had a section that deacons sit over here, that section mothers sit over there. And so she saw my wife, and she saw her dress. And so she calls the ushers. Now this church is going on, they singing, they're going through the service, and she tells the usher, tell her she has to move. Her dress is too short. And the men sit on the pulpit. So the usher went and told my wife that she had to move from the front seat to a couple of seats back. And so my wife did it. My wife didn't have no attitude. She didn't get offended. After church, the mother come up and said, baby, I appreciate you coming up front and honor your husband as, as a minister and sit up there. But she said, your dress was too short. My wife said, oh, mother, I understand. She said, but my dress was not too short. She said, my husband bought the dress for me. She said, when my daughter sit in my lap, it pulled my dress up. So that's why I sit in the back, because a lot of times she was younger because she was learning how to go to the restroom. She said, I sit in the back because I'm trying to teach her. She's running to the restroom. The mother said, oh, okay. Then my wife said, but you didn't offend me. Someone's getting offended by anything. The mother of the church told my wife, first ladies don't wear red lipstick. Prostitutes do. My wife didn't get offended. Oh, she called me a... No. My wife, and till the day that my wife passed, my wife did not wear red lipstick. Where's that scripture at? 1 Corinthians chapter 8, 8th chapter. Yeah, someone's getting offended by anything. You don't know, we may have a lustful brother in here that every time he looking down, he trying to look down your shirt. But you're going to get offended because we told you, the lady said, listen, put some over you when you come up for prayer. Or wear a nice little top. Oh, no, that ain't my style. Y'all too old-fashioned for me. I like all my stuff hanging out. Don't nobody want to see all that anyway. Do you think that thing that offend us as men? Yes. I went to a restaurant down in Louisiana. Man, you got to go eat over here. You got to go. We walked in Low Rounders, wherever the place was, and the woman had on a T-shirt with no upper stuff on. Looked just as nasty, and it was a buffet. I didn't think that was cute. Huh? That didn't look cute at all. I had to turn my head to pay for my food. Yeah. It's verse number. It's don't let your liberty be stuff. Where's that at? 1 Corinthians. You know, some of us get so offended about everything. A girl told me one time in my face as a pastor, "You're a weak pastor." I didn't stop pastor. I don't even know if she go to church another day, but I go. I'm going to say it like this. Because ain't nobody really looking and ain't hearing real good. Some of you have offended me because you still on Facebook with folks that have betrayed me. But I still treat you right. Uh-oh, I should have said that. There you go, right there. Verse 8, verse number 9. Now let me set this up for you so you can understand what's going on here. Paul, and you have people like that today. During Paul's them days, a lot of people in the Corinthians church were eating meals that had been offered up for idols. Okay? And so some people was getting, and they were just doing it. And you cannot use your liberty to be a stumbling block to somebody else. That's not right. Now, know what Paul said. Read.
But take heed lest by any means this liberty of yours become a stumbling block to them that are weak.
Yeah, see, did you not know? What you like to do could be a stumbling block to those who are new in the church, those that are okay, I'll give you a good example. There are some people cannot see me tell a joke. Now, you may know me, you know I'm a jokester. But there are weak baby saints in the church. And in here, in this assembly, we have caused stumbling blocks in front of people because we get them at our house. We do everything around them. We say anything with them. We do anything with them. And you cause them to be a stumbling block. Now you're mad because they say the people in the church ain't right. Well, you have to watch out there. What's the thing everybody tell me? Oh, Bishop, you're human. Yeah, but you can't be human around everybody. Remember this. You better hear me real good, and some of y'all need to stop it. That's why they know your business. It's not what. Let's read down. Read that verse again, because I need to find the verse I want to.
But take heed lest by any means. This liberty of yours become a stumbling block to them that are weak.
Yeah, come on.
For if any man see thee which has knowledge sit at meat in the idol's temple, shall not the conscience of him which is weak be emboldened to eat those things which are offered to idols?
Yeah, see that? Because they will go. So I don't go. I play that feel like this offer of idolatry. I'm not there. When I got saved, we started eating Chinese food. I eat Chinese food for them. So that was this place my wife and I used to go to all the time. Down the street from over there. Called Happy Buddha. You walk in there, Buddha sitting right in front of the building. Now, me being saved, I know Buddhism, what it's about. I'm learning. But they had it was a dish with shrimp and something in it. That thing, was good. Buddha was cooking that one. So when we get here, one of my pastor friends asked my wife and I to go to dinner with them and to go with another couple in their church. And so we go to dinner. So they said, well, let's go to, the lady said, the pastor said, we're going to go to Big Dragon. Oh, no. I ain't going to eat there. That's a dragon on that building. Poor thing. Missed her blessing. So we ended up going to Ryan's. Yeah, see? So y'all need to stop that, saints. Because you're causing somebody else to stumble. In church, you got hallelujah, but when y'all get together, y'all saying all kind of four-letter words and doing all this. I had to learn the hard way. I'm the pastor. So by me being the pastor, there's just certain things that I can do around my staff I can't do around people. And my staff shouldn't be out going telling nobody, not even their family members. Cause how would your family member feel if I got up and told your business that you came in my office and you privately told me that you want me to help you out with? How would you feel? Huh? Yeah. Now your little worldly friends tell it all the time. Girl, she said she's saved, but she knows she's going with that woman husband. Do you know that man married? Huh? And you trust people like that. Yes, you do. But you get offended at me if I preach that. Thinking I told your business. I just love Mary Jo. Every time I see Mary Jo come in the house, come to your house, and she never leave out of the room with your husband. Now she your friend. Huh?
Better watch how you live. Read.
Yeah, see, the wheat brother get the wheat brother, because some they can't stand some of that stuff. Help us, Jesus. If you notice, you don't hear me going around here calling nobody children my children. I don't want nobody to get the wrong impression. Hello? See, we need to stop that. You will cause people to stumble, and we have done that. Read.
But when ye sin so against the brethren, and wound their weak conscience, ye sin against Christ.
Yeah, you're sinning against God. Come on.
Wherefore, if meat make my brother,
If I know the meat of the word, and there's some things that I may do that some little young person in God don't do that, and if I call that meat. And as long as my brother is around me, I do not what? I eat no meat. Okay? Romans chapter 14. I don't know if we're going to be able to get there right quick. See? Because see, a lot of times we do a lot of stuff. Then we get offended. Oh, I'm not going to church. They offended me. How many people have you offended? Not one member, probably in my church, realized the time that they really have offended me. So sometimes I would never let you know. Unless it's something I have to deal with that's affecting the congregation. I don't go to my members and talk to my members about my church. My staff around me, I have to tell them certain things because they help with the church. They help to bear the burden. But there's certain things I'm not going to tell them. Now, I've been a pastor of the church for 26 years. This is heavy. You can call every one of my siblings and ask them, do I have said anything to them about my church other than what I preach? Or they'll find out I'm having something, or they'll see something on Facebook. They'll call me and say, I saw you on Facebook, I saw that. I don't discuss my church members with my family at all. Like you do. I don't. Never have. Because I know if I tell my brother some of the stuff I've been through, and he already got his opinion about church, he won't ever go to church. And if he know it's you, he ain't going to ever like you. I made it. One time my wife and I, we moved to Savannah. This is why I don't get my family involved in my stuff. Me and my wife got into a heated fight. You know, I know. When I see somebody look at me different now, I can feel it. So I called my brother and said, I'm not staying here with her. I'm leaving. I'm coming to Florida. I was in Savannah. He said, what happened? I began to tell him part of it. I believe the Lord stopped me from telling the other part. So anyway, I never came. So he called me. He said, where you at? You said you was coming here. I said, man, I'm not coming. I'm staying in my house. I said, it's worked out. But we was at a family gathering, and he started acting funny with my wife. And the Holy Spirit said, guess what? You did that. See? You did that. See? And I never do it no more. That was one and only. Trust me, it's the truth. One and only. Don't play like that. Someone just run our mouth about stuff we don't even know. Have caused many people to stumble in the body of Christ. In church and out of church. See what I'm saying? Romans chapter 14. We get a brother in the church. He used to be in a religion that don't eat pork. So you just go barbecue in the front of him. He should have came on my house. I told him I was having ribs. You know we do it. I ain't calling no name, but someone probably went out with me as a pastor and ordered drinks. That is so disrespectful. If you're an actor and you want to drink, if I go out with my brother, biological brother, he ordered beer. He's grown. I'm not his pastor. But watch what. Let me show you how he do. I went to a function at his house, and all his friends kept offering me something to drink. He said, "Hey, no, don't give that to my brother. He don't drink." Now, one time at the table, if he with me, have he offered me one? He came to my house, stayed 2 days. He didn't drink anything in my house. It's my house. We got to know how to respect ourselves. Because if I allow you to do that now, you're going to do that all the time. Now, when I go to his house, that's his house. He can drink like a fish drink water. And as much as it hurt me to see that, there's nothing I can do about that. But in my house, in my house. But some of us don't respect stuff like that. One of my family members brought their nephew and his girlfriend to my house. So my wife gave him cover, gave the boy cover. And my wife gets up and goes in the living room and they land. She said, "Oh no, baby, y'all can't do that in here." Not after that, they never came to my house. Some things that's some things as a married couple you ought to respect when you go to other people's house. Oh, I'll leave that alone. Breaking people's beds down and stuff. Wait. You can go get you a hotel. You ain't down in love, are you? Yeah, go get you a hotel. I see it. Yeah. We got to learn how to watch this. We have to learn, I'm a pastor. I have to understand something. If I'm the pastor, I need to know how to carry myself as the pastor. Now, that don't mean I walk around with a robe on. You invite me to your house to your husband's birthday party, I come with my robe on. Or one of my preaching jackets. And so everybody in the family doing an electric slide. Whether I know how to do it or not, I know who to do it around. I'm like everybody doing it. You know how y'all do. But you can't let your good be what? Evil spoken of. My God, help us today. Yeah. Come on, Romans chapter. Anybody getting anything on this? We walk around with the spirit of offense. The Bible says if your brother offend thee, go to your brother. Go to your sister. You say you're grown? Learn how to forgive. You don't know who's going to forgive you. That very test that you won't forgive that brother or that sister, your child will raise up and won't forgive you. It comes back round, double and harder. Learn how to forgive. We ain't going to agree on everything. You may think it's good that they out there tearing up everything and burning down stuff. My opinion, I don't think that's good. But we ain't got to stop talking. When we all get to heaven, I hope God do a security check. Come on. Yeah, because, I'm telling you. Go down to verse number. Start at 15. No, not 15. Chapter 14, verse number, is it 16? Yeah, I'll start at verse number 1. Let me see. Yeah, start at verse number 1.
Him that is weak in the faith.
Yeah, see, some people are weak in faith.
Receive you.
Uh-huh.
But not to doubtful disputation.
Yes.
For one believeth that he may eat all things, another who is weak eateth.
So you don't judge him. You don't eat no pork. I don't eat number herbs, baby. Okay, that's you. Come on.
Let not him that eateth despise him that eateth not.
Yeah, see that?
And let not him which eateth not judge him that eateth.
Uh-huh.
For God hath received him. shall be holden up, for God is able to make him stand.
Mm-hmm.
One man esteemeth one day above.
Yeah, see what man esteemeth? We worship on what? The first day of the week, which is a what? Sunday. You may worship on a Saturday. But you have no reason to judge me until you get offended because I go to church on Sunday. I don't deal with my cousins because they go to church on Sunday. That's the first day of the week. Where we get that from? Because most people don't really understand what happened. They were not to worship or to honor the Sabbath anymore. Every day is a day of worship. So Paul told them on the what? On the first day of the week. So I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to finish this on offended because most of us get offended and the devil is robbing us. He's robbing you of your joy. He's robbing you of your freedom. He's robbing you of your relationship. And then we sit up and tell our family members this silly, stupid stuff. And don't fight the devil in it. Do you know how many times as a pastor I have been betrayed, persecuted, lied on, misunderstood, all that, and I still hanging here? Come on now. God bless you. I'm going to continue this teaching. And I want you to understand now, it's time to get the condition of